Hello, rock and rollers. It's me again, your host with the most. Welcome back to another episode of Just an Average Metalhead. Today's episode is one that I've been promising for quite a while. Today, I'm going to be talking about 72 Seasons by Metallica, the 11th studio album by the Bay Area metalers, the absolute legends that are Metallica. It's taken me a little while to do this one because I thought I was missing something, if I'm being entirely honest. The reviews and stuff I've seen for this album have genuinely bugged me so much. A lot of the actual critics and stuff who have reviewed this album have flat out just been non-plus about this album, and some of them have come up with literally some of the weirdest excuses of why not to like this album. It's this production is too good. It just sounds like Metallica. They haven't experimented. It's just a continuation of what they did on Hardwired. But at this point, I think Metallica are in a lose situation when it comes to critics. I actively saw critics say, "Oh, who cares? Metallica. Nobody's ever going to really care about a Metallica album anymore." For me, that's an absolute joke. I always care when a Metallica album comes out. Whether I'm over the moon about it or not is a completely different situation. I will always give it a chance. I remember Death Magnetic that came out. It was the first Metallica album to actually come out since I got into them. It sounds weird, but I got into them just really got into them just after Saint Anger came out, and obviously at the time I didn't listen to the album. I only listened to it once, further down the line. I think it was after Death Magnetic came out, and yeah, I'm not going to talk about Saint Anger, but I remember everyone saying, "Oh, Death Magnetic is such a return to form," and for me, the album ended up being a bit like chewing gum. A few of the tracks on it were a bit. They were great to start with, but on repeat listens, they lost their flavour. But yeah, 72 Seasons for me is Metallica being the best that they can at the age that they are, if I'm being completely honest. And I think this album is fucking wicked. No bullshit. It's great. I love this album for so many different reasons. It's pulling. Well, I'll start off with the sound throughout. It's pulling stuff from different areas for me. They're mixing the sound from Load with the more Black Album stuff, mixing some of that in with the sound that they sort of brought back with Death Magnetic and Hardwired, and just throwing it all together. But I think for me is one of the reasons I love this. It's so dark in places, but not in a typical metal album way. It's in a James Hetfield being introspective way. He is getting some stuff out of him that he's kept bottled up for a long time, and you can just tell with the lyrics throughout the album, in songs like the title track, Shadows Follow, Screaming Suicide, Sleepwalk My Life Away, Crown of Barbed Wire, Too Far Gone, Room of Mirrors. There's just like, they are just pumped full of just self-reflection and self-doubt in the lyrics. But throughout, not only is that darkness there, but for, like, it's also got the lift. There is like, there's the pick me up. There is proof that the darkness doesn't last, and I love that. As someone who has in the past has struggled with like my own mental health problems and things, like knowing that the darkness, like being told that the darkness won't last, really does pick me up, you know. And I completely get it, but as well, like, I would understand it if, for a lot of people, like being so negative about this album, if it was just Metallica just on autopilot, but they're not. They are tight. Like, I'm not a Lars Ulrich fan, but even like his playing on this is tight. Like, I completely agree with like the ever going quote of from Lars himself. Like, yeah, I'm not the best drummer in the world, but pick another drummer that makes that clicks well into what James does. Those two, well, their musical styles click like that, and it's the same. Like, all four are just locked in with each other, and it's brilliant. All of them are playing on 10. Like, another thing that kind of bothers me is like, I get like some of the older fans giving it, oh, it doesn't sound like Master of Puppets or Ride the Lightning or whatever, but it's not going to. Like, those albums were released by angry teenagers who had nothing to lose. 72 Seasons is being released by men who are like 40 years older. They're not, it's not going to have that same like urgency and venom behind it, because they're multi-millionaires, but they're still passionate, and that shines through. Quite honestly, I could not see Metallica releasing any old shit. Not like some bands of that ilk. Like, they're not going to pull a Bon Jovi and just release any old crap because they'll know it's making money. Sorry, playing with a ball of blue tack. They've still got that passion there, and they care about their fans so much. Even though Lars is turning to be a bit of a Gene Simmons in the merchandising, like, you can get everything with the word Metallica on it now. And like, I'm an Iron Maiden fan. It's exactly the same for Maiden. Like, you can get everything with Maiden on it these days. But I don't care. If it's cool, I'll buy it. I'm one of those people. Like, you should see my Funko Pop collection. It's insane. Yeah, it's just, my highlights of this album are, like I said, the darker sides. Like, Too Far Gone really does click with me, and it's like, so does Crown of Barbed Wire. Lux Eterna, obviously, like, that is dangerous if I've got this album on in my car, because it's everything I can do to stop myself from speeding, because it's just got that like drive to it. Oh, love it, absolutely love it. Yeah, and another like weird highlight for me on this is the final track on the album, Inamorata, the longest song Metallica have ever recorded. and like they're willing to try new things, you know. Like, it's not just your typical, oh, we'll just draw it out. They're like, it's well thought through, and like, I get it, for some people, like, listening to a Metallica song that is, like, just over 11 minutes is bloody hard work. Like, like, I love super long songs. Like, I'm a big Dream Theater fan, big Rush fan, like, obviously, I'm a big Iron Maiden fan. They are known for having long songs. But, like, super long songs don't always have that special place on my playlist where whenever it comes on, I'm listening to it. Like, I love Empire of the Clouds. It's amazing. But, God, I can't just listen to it on a whim. And I think Inamorata is going to be like that. Not that it's that sort of like 21:12 length, like it's half the time. But it's more of a, if I'm relaxing it, I will keep it on. But if I'm like busy doing something, I may skip it. But I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's wicked. But they're just flexing those muscles a little bit and testing the water, I think, because like Metallica know they're not getting any younger. But this album proves that they're not getting any younger, but they can still do it. And I love that. They're not just like going, oh well, we're old now, we'll just chuck out any old shit. Like Kirk Hammett's playing on this. He always knocks my socks off, and he does it again. Like, yeah, Luxy Turner for it, like, and Chasing Light for me. My Kirk Hammett highlights for this album. Even saying that though, he's very good in Room of Mirrors as well. Oh, there's just so many highlights, and like the bass work from Rob as well. Like I said, they're all firing on 10. I cannot complain, and just to see so many people shit on it just because it's a Metallica release and oh, it's the 11th album from Metallica, nobody cares. Or oh, it just sounds like Metallica. Well, if they experimented too much, you'd have said, oh, it doesn't sound like Metallica. There's no win there, you know. So I know, like from a lot of the people I know, that I'm not in the minority of like people that love it. Like this album went to number 1 in the UK. Like the double whammy that week of Metallica number 1, and then the following week it was Enter Shikari. Warmed my little black heart up perfectly. It was just everything that I've been pushing for. Like our weirdo music just hitting that top spot. I know Metallica's not really the weirdo music anymore, but oh, well, they are. But not as weird as Shikari. But yeah, I will always care about Metallica, and just to see like some people write it off, and like I know the fans absolutely love it. Like you can still see it like now that they're raving about it. It's just critics having agendas really bugs me when the flat out. Yeah, like the critical agenda and stuff is just, it bugs me. Sorry about the weird cut there. I had a major tripod malfunction. Just as I was about to end the video as well. Yeah. For me, it's a good 8 out of 10. I love this album. And like I said, it's taken me so long because I didn't want to make a snap decision, because if I'd have done it on like release day, having listened to it like 2-3 times, it'd have been a 10 out of 10. Oh my god, it's so damn good. Everybody needs to listen to it all day, every day. But giving it some space to breathe, like, I can appreciate the more, like I wouldn't have been able to appreciate that more insular look from James Hetfield. I'd just been, it's Metallica, woo! But yeah, this album is definitely worth your time if you are just a rock and metal fan. I don't know, it's weird saying that about a Metallica album, but it is well worth your time. So, yeah. Please, again, check out 72 Seasons by Metallica. The back. The whole actual insert is pretty cool. You've got James, Lars, Rob, and then there's Kirk. Where's Kirk? There's it. Sorry. Then there's that. There's a little booklet with the lyrics and the CD. I actually was genuinely surprised at how cool it looked on release day when I got it. But yeah, like I said, please give this album your time, and it's well worth a listen. I hope you all have a good day. Live your best life and keep the faith. I will see you all later. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know any albums that you want me to cover, and I'll catch you down the road. See you later.